Hello to you all, and welcome to Pyramid Energy, a journey through intuition, wisdom, and loving insight. If you've journeyed with me before, welcome back, and thank you all for being here with me. Before this, as I was opening this container in my conversation with Spirit, I expressed a gratitude for just being able to be here. But what I was feeling the most was the idea of a new beginning. I've been feeling this for about 2 days. It just feels like a fresh start with a new perspective, unburdened by a lot of things that took some time to shed. And as I split the deck, I saw the Fool and the Death card. And so this confirms this feeling of a new beginning, but not just that. It's as if this new beginning is being approached with almost without reservation, just because the Death card gives this vibe of not being burdened by the things that you've worked really hard through to shed. And so there's a sense of worthiness here through having earned this new layer that you now wear with pride. I also sense a shift in communication. Communication around you, how you communicate yourself. And this is in conversations with people. This is in how you would introduce yourself. And not just that, how you explain your way of thinking and the reasons you do things the way you do them. It's become unapologetic, but still gently so. I have the Page of Wands and the Emperor. And what this suggests is also this, I realized today I'm approaching my cards in a completely different way to the usual. But the Emperor and the Page of Wands says to me that you've become curious, and the word curious also came up as I was preparing the container, approaching things with a curiosity. You've become curious about how powerful you might actually be. And so this layer of that was lacking in worthiness because of all the noise, it was actually blocking you from expressing the curiosity you have behind this wall that you had between you and your power. And so while this is going to be a constantly sort of unfolding revelation around your power, which is very much about your own relationship with yourself, this is something else you're realizing, that this has never been about anyone else. This has really been about how much appetite you have to chew pieces of yourself off, if you know what I mean. How much of yourself do you want to reveal? How much of yourself are you ready to reveal? With the Page of Pentacles, what I'm seeing here is also the curiosity is almost alivened, if that's a word, because you realize what an opportunity it actually is to be able to go to these parts of yourself. I have the Magician and Justice, which two major arcana here, and this is very much saying to me that going forward, you're actually approaching this. I had the Knight of Pentacles as well earlier. You're approaching this gradually, and what's guiding you through your manifestation. So you're constantly manifesting. This is what I'm trying to say. You realize that your manifestation is not so much an end goal as much as it is an approach on how to proceed. So I feel this very big shift, almost like there's been a moving away from focusing on outcomes, which is very difficult to weigh up. It can be very challenging to weigh up manifesting, desiring something but not wanting to over-attach to the outcome or the picture of the outcome, to rather move towards the qualities that you're after. And so there's a lot more freedom here, because before I feel like there was a lot of questioning around, am I making the right decision? Is this the right move? This way or that way? Whereas now, it's more one step at a time, confidently moving forward, gradually at a comfortable speed. And the justice is saying to me that what's guiding you here is the constant weighing up and balancing of what feels true to you, like things that are also being revealed through your intuition, like those things are becoming more true to you than they were before. You almost used to leave your intuition up to other factors to sort of give it balance. Whereas this balance is actually now returning back to you in the form of, how valuable is this going to be for me? Like, how do I put this? You're placing a lot more value on the truths that you know. And this is the value that they hold to you. You know, if I could put this a different way, when your intuition tells you something, and then you're still open-minded about it, it's almost like external factors get to play a part and sort of, at times, twist what your intuition was telling you. Whereas now, you're aware that you have more to lose when you don't follow your intuition and when you doubt your intuition. And although this was not coming through as doubt of your intuition, it was an over-accommodation of anything else that may be presented. So this is a much more peaceful place. This feels like a much more gentle, gradual space. And it has less pressure in terms of making mistakes. You're more free now. And you're realizing that your time belongs to you. Your energy belongs to you. Your choices belong to you. So there's a lot of taking your power back. And without, I want to say enforcing it, without, my crown is tingling. There's no need to be combative about where you stand on issues. There's no more over-explaining. That's generally what I'm feeling. There's no more over-explaining of anything, really. And this is a way as well of honoring others, because they too have the option of doing the same. And so this is not you on any high horse. This is just you being and allowing yourself to be. And so here I have the Fool and the Magician. You're manifesting in a whole new way. And I've got the Two of Cups and the Hermit. You know, these are, you found home inside yourself. You found peace, comfort, home inside of yourself. Your inner insights hold more value in your life than absolutely anything else. I also get the sense that you've had a number of strong confirmations in the recent past. This has given you even more confidence, because it's as if these confirmations, these recent confirmations, almost defied the odds. They defied the odds. And so you're now allowing your intuition to go as far as defying the odds. This for me is highlighting the importance of what you believe, the value of what you believe. Because if our intuition tells us something and then our mind gets in the way because of external stuff, okay, because then the confidence to go according to your intuition is a bit, you're still finding your balance there. You then leave your belief to hold weight against your manifestation. And so what you believe begins to work against you, because you are constantly creating. You are constantly and gradually creating. And so through using your intuition in this gentle manner, gathering your information, applying your intuition, taking action in certain areas is just allowing you to move with more ease. I also have this feeling like you're not even allowing other information, other wisdom. It's like recognizing that this wisdom sounds true, but for this, what I feel from inside feels and sounds more true to me. And so, as you're sifting through information, still, what you're feeling from inside bears the most weight in your life right now. What they're also saying is that as you move forward, you will experience resistance externally. You will hear doubt coming in from the outside. And that it's at these times that you'll be invited again to revisit this relationship with yourself, to come back to this knowing that there is no stronger knowing and no more important knowing than the one that comes from inside of you. There's also something that's going to happen here, and you'll see it as it happens. It's going to be a shock to others where you are right now, how you're being. It's going to be a shock to others. This is one of those examples of doubt. I say of doubt, even if it's not expressed as doubt. What it is doubt, though. So a person doesn't need to say, I doubt you're right. They just need to give an opposing opinion or an opposing, and that's absolutely fine. Because again, this is not so much around whether you're going to explain yourself or not. And it's not about agreeing. It's about the privilege that you enjoy through the relationship that you have nurtured with yourself, the privilege you enjoy of insight, of knowing. I want to say that I think I'm feeling like, in terms of whoever's listening to this, you're either in this energy or you're actually just very soon headed into it. And I want to say, to assist you, what you're needing is like a physical shake-up of the energy in your body to move it around. This can be done through like dancing, and you need an opportunity as well to like use your voice. By this I mean like almost recklessly, like shout and like make some noise, shake it up, jump, dance. Your energy in your body needs a shake-up, because this knowing is already there. I see it, it's already there, and all that's missing is almost like the body catch-up. I take it for granted that you're going to honor your body's need for rest if that's what it needs. But allow your physical body, your cells, assist them to catch up with you. And this will bring you into this alignment. There's a message here that they don't want you to over-attach to this stage of your life, because it's becoming even more important now to stay open. Your heart area is sitting underneath some kind of heavy protection from you. And what this is doing is that it's closing you off from the number of opportunities that you have to feel and to experience. And so, I'm looking at the heart now. I have the 5 of Pentacles here with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm looking at the heart now, and I'm seeing that there are areas that you're not going to be able to benefit from if you close off from the experience. And at this point, I want to remind you about your resilience. Everything you know about how to recover. That knowing is not going anywhere. That knowledge about yourself is not going anywhere. You're still a human experiencing. And so allow yourself to have experiences, because this is how we open up our world. This is how we move into new spaces. And so you're going to be fine. And this is to say not everything is going to be perfect. But this is going to be how you grow and continue to learn. And, continue to color yourself in and bring, more detail into your stuff, into the things that you love. This is getting to know yourself. And so if you keep your heart closed away in a place where you feel it can stay safe, because I've got the 10 of Cups here in your root chakra, which is great. It's great. And I've got the Fool in your sacral chakra, right? And I've got the Queen of Wands in your solar plexus. So this to me very much leads, it confirms that you are headed through a new beginning, and that you can kind of feel that it's unfolding. But there's a clinging to this stability, and they want you to loosen up a bit. You need to continue to experience, to feel. Otherwise, and this word came up today, the word counterbalance. Otherwise, you're going to be getting too comfortable in this zone of neutrality. And I want to say that when it comes to creativity, that neutrality it can begin to feel numbing. And so allow yourself to live. I'm just laying out, earlier I referred to the chakras. I have a line of cards here representing yourself. And then above that, I've got a different set of cards where this is your higher self wanting to communicate with you, and also to show this contrast between the two. And just as I was about to start laying the cards, I felt like, and there's another thought I'll share, but I felt this, yes. And in the crown chakra, I have the 6 of Wands, which for me, this is your higher self celebrating you right now. Celebrating you because it's been waiting for you to believe this much in yourself and to really act as though you have all of this information at your disposal. Because you have a lot of information at your disposal. You have a lot of support that you enjoy. And it's as if there was this barrier that was, this barrier of reservation. I keep wanting to call it that. That was blocking you from walking steadily forward. I have the 7 of Wands in your third eye, which is speaking to me about the courage that you are approaching your intuition with right now. I have the 4 of Pentacles in your throat, which is telling me about how your voice, your expression currently, what I said about explaining yourself, that it's protected, it's safe. It is protected from the elements, is how I want to put it. The 7 of Pentacles in your heart is confirming what I said about the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, about your heart being closed off. They are working on something in your heart. So there are things that you've already begun to create. When I say that, whether it's visible or not, these are manifestations. And so there are things that you've begun to create. And so the heart, being a magnet, wants to assist you. And before I laid these cards down as well, I got a message to say, there is something coming in. There is something coming in that is going to surprise you. It's going to intrigue you, surprise you, and it can please you. However, if your heart is not open to it and you're overly protective of yourself, you're going to be robbing yourself of the full experience. And so they want you to not be too mindful. These things need balance. You do need to also be free of yourself and free of your own chains to really fully experience. I feel like this message is very important right now. And there's another one that came with it. And that one is that the way life feels right now is we cannot currently have this expectation that we're just simply going to cruise through without hiccups. And so when you experience hiccups, remember that we're always surrounded with chaos, but that we have the opportunity of peace at the same time and at all times. And so don't allow any chaos that arises, any mishaps, any unfortunate events that arise, don't allow these to completely tarnish your entire pool that you're manifesting from. It's like observe, recognize, and to remain still, and to go back into yourself, to feel into what you believe is truly happening, what is showing you, what opportunity it has, because these things also hold opportunities. And so this is remembering to allow yourself to be in both places at once. This is nature. And so this is to say that irrespective of any chaos, something that you're about to be presented with, something that you can choose to completely enjoy and love and like revel in it, like roll in the mud. You might scratch your leg against a stone, you know what I mean? But enjoy the experience and what it offers. The Hermit in the solar plexus is also telling me that although you've been on this journey of building your confidence, fortifying your solar plexus, you've been on this journey, but they're saying that there is actually more to come. They're actually about to show you how confident you are. And so you've discovered more confidence, but they're saying, we're not done with you. We're not done with you. The Eight of Pentacles in your sacral chakra says that you're also receiving a lot of support in terms of this new beginning that you're on. This is very generous. Your higher self, spirit, the unseen world is like just wants to push stuff in your direction right now. And so that's why it's so important to keep that heart open. It needs to feel. It needs to be able to feel. Because if it's not feeling, then you're not reaching its depths. And so in order to reach the depths of the heart, we need to be willing to hurt, to cry, and to rejoice. There's no just only rejoicing. And as this relationship with your heart deepens, it's going to test you. But allow it. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be both ways all the time. I didn't expect this Queen of Swords in your root chakra. With the 10 of Cups in terms of yourself in your root chakra. I spoke earlier about how you're really in a good place. You're in a place of balance. You are feeling very stable right now. And your Queen of Swords in your root chakra from your higher self is saying that it's about to really make right. It's about to make right. A lot of things that you've wanted are about to reveal themselves. It's about to make sense. It's about to align. This is really beautiful. I have a card here from the Ask Your Guides Oracle deck. This card is blue, and it's a throat chakra blue. It says Discipline, number 33, Master Teacher. It has 3 people here. I feel like you're the green person with the book. And the 2 others that are behind the green person, the one is holding, I don't know what this thing is called. But for me, it looks like a problem-solving game. And the other one is looking at charts and graphs. And you are reading a book. And so this is speaking to me around this new space you're moving into, or that you're creating, or this new way of life that you're engaging in now, this new beginning, they want you to approach it very much applying your intuition, your wisdom, yes, but they want you to, it's like upskill yourself in a certain way, educate yourself on certain things. So your intuition is going to tell you stuff around how to navigate a space, okay? But what they're wanting you to do is refer to examples of places where these things have been done well. In that review, you are going to still use your discernment. But they want you to re-engage in this educational space so that, this is also wise to educate ourselves. It is always wise. It's just, again, apply your discernment, but they want you to open up your world a bit and approach your stuff with more experimentation. So it's balancing experimentation with the wisdom of how things have been done successfully. I'm going to read from the guidebook. It says, dedication, training, work, skills. Whatever you desire in life can be created, but only if you're willing to do the necessary work. That means no shortcuts, no bypasses, and no free lunches. The only path to success is discipline and consistency. Fortunately, your master teacher is present, helping you develop a heartfelt and mature work ethic by getting organized and becoming practical in your approach to achieving your goals. Examine your heart and be willing to do what it tells you, whatever it takes to reach your aims. If you don't know what you must do, then learn. Seek out the help of mentors and guides who specialize in your field of interest. Study and learn with an open heart and mind, and set your standards high. Your master teacher reminds you, mastery in any area only comes from demanding nothing less than the best from yourself. And so I very much feel from this, just reading this and engaging with the card, that this new project, I'm going to call it a new project, even though it feels like an open-ended, it's a piece of string. How long can it be? This is a journey. I feel like this message from this card is reinforcing the support that you have right now. And so, while at some point the idea of free falling felt scary, that was because of the doubt, fear, doubt. Whereas now you have the support. This is a fresh space you're in. It's a fresh space. And so remember that support. And this is a process of honoring yourself. This is reminding yourself that nobody is going to let you down but you. And so rise to the occasion, and you are the occasion. You are the occasion that your higher self is asking you to rise to. Because this is essentially what alignment feels like where you are. And I'm going to remind you again to shake up that energy, and as often as you need to. Because essentially every day, and I got this message earlier today, every day you're invited to this new opportunity to begin afresh. And so yesterday doesn't need to tarnish today. And the higher self is always offering you this opportunity to re-enter the beginning. And so allow your body to catch up, help it to catch up and rejig everything and rest and rejuvenate yourself and go back in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. While we all have our various experiences and different realities, I find it to be a very beautiful thing that we can still feel so connected and enjoy confirmations of the ways in which we transform individually, but also what we're doing is supporting each other in these individual transformations. Sending you love.